Hi there, welcome to English 360 podcast. This is Robert, and today we're talking about a love story. Romeo and Juliet. I'm sure you know about Romeo and Juliet, but this is not it. We're talking about a different love story which comes from Ireland. It's called The Pursuit of Dermot and Grania. A tale from the Irish mythology. It is a love triangle between the great warrior Fionn McCumhill, the beautiful princess Grania, and her paramour Dermot. Surviving texts are all in modern Irish, and the earliest dates to the 16th century, but some elements of the material dates as far as the 10th century. Similar to the legend of King Arthur and the romance between his wife Guinevere and right-hand man Sir Lancelot, it's a great romantic legend of Ireland. Grania, which is the correct pronunciation, was the most beautiful woman in Ireland. She was also the daughter of Cormac MacCart, the High King of Ireland. Grania was courted by Ireland's most eligible princesses and chieftains, including the now aging Chief Fionn McCool, who wanted the young maid as his second wife. He asked her to marry him. She agreed, and a great feast was set up to celebrate the newly engaged couple. But on that night, Grania met Dermot, one of Fionn's best warriors, and it was love at first sight. Grania was prepared to go to any lengths to get her man and drugged the entire party apart from Dermot. With Dermot all to herself, Grania confessed her love to him. But Dermot backed off as he was loyal to his leader Fionn. But Grania wasn't taking no for an answer. So she put a spell on him and he fell in love with her. The two ran off together, hotly pursued by a very angry Fionn and his men. That's a terrible Irish accent, I know. All across Ireland, the eloping couple ran, and all across Ireland there were caves and trees and all kinds of nooks and crannies, under or inside of which local legend has it that Dermot and Grania lay together and hid. After long years on the run, Grania fell pregnant with Dermot's child, but fate was about to catch up with them. One day out in the wilderness with Fionn and his men closing in, Dermot and Grania came across the heath of Benbulben, I think, in County Sligo, where a great giant boar confronted them. This was bad news for Dermot, whom legend had told that the only living creature that could harm him was a wild boar. As the boar charged, Dermot, protecting his heavily pregnant lover, wrestled it to the ground in a fight to the death. The warrior killed the boar with his sword, but not before the boar had gored Dermot, fatally wounding him. As Fionn and his men came upon their long-sought quarry, he found Dermot dying in a heavily pregnant Grania's arm. A despairing Grania knew she had just one chance to save her lover. She implored Fionn to show mercy and save his former friend by curing Dermot with a drink of water cupped by his magical hands. But Fionn refused, still hurt that his best friend had eloped with his betrothed. While Dermot dying, Fionn's men begged him to help this once great warrior to live. But still Fionn refused. It was only when Fionn's son Oisin challenged his father and threatened to kill him that Fionn agreed to help Dermot. But it was too late. Before Fionn had got the water, Dermot had died. So this is it. This is a small story, a small podcast, but it is a very popular story in Ireland. So if you liked it, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Remember, every Monday we strive to bring you at least one podcast. Have a great day and peace.